I survived stage 4. So that was not easy. And I consider here the place that I'm living again. Cancer changed my way of thinking. Every day, I looked at the sun and it's like, yeah, I have another option, other chance, other day to live. Everything is not important as before because you never know. It's just a moment, and it can be gone.
Today's guest is an incredible story of strength and courage, a real shero's journey. What she went through and the courage to do it all alone is heartwarming and inspiring. Fatma Jemmali is a Tunisian journalist, writer, and scenarist that came to the UAE in 2007, all by herself to pursue a career in media. Along the way, however, she was diagnosed with cancer and had to battle it alone. She chose not to tell her family. So today's podcast is dedicated to those battling their own health issues. And I hope that today's podcast offers you some comfort in knowing that you're not alone. And let's also all be reminded to be thankful for our health. Now, without further ado, welcome to Say.Africa, Fatma. I am just inspired and in absolute awe to find out, where does the strength come from? Take us back to when you were a little child in Tunisia.
Thank you for having me at Say.Africa. Well, the strength, I grew up in a big family. We are 8 brothers and sisters, and I'm the youngest. And my father passed away when I was 5. So mom took care of us, and she's my model. And I got all my strength from her. And whenever I think of the perfect mother, I always have her in mind. And that idea or that image that I have, that's why I didn't want her to suffer. I didn't want her to go through all this pain. And that's why I decided not to tell her. I, of course, informed my brother and sister, but not her. So yeah, that's the reason.
When did you come to Dubai and what brought you here? I know you mentioned 2007. Tell me a little bit more.
I just finished my university at 2006. I started working in a few media company in Tunis, and I saw an ad, a company in Abu Dhabi that time looking for copywriters.
Okay.
And I applied and I went for the interview and I was selected and I got my offer and just applied.
Wonderful. So you've just finished school. You've got a little bit of experience in Tunis. You see this ad in a faraway land. Had you been to the UAE before?
No, I've never been. I traveled a few times for tourism, but living alone was my first experience.
Had any of your siblings lived overseas?
Yes, my 2 brothers lives in Rome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too unfamiliar for the family to have one of the siblings leave.
But not the youngest. Yeah, not the youngest, not a female. They didn't say no, but mom was not really comfortable.
Of course.
Because my brother in Rome is just 50 minutes away from home. But coming to another area, which is like almost 7 hours of flying, she got a little uncomfortable with it.
How did you persuade her?
She don't tell me no.
Okay.
But I felt she's not comfortable. She's worried. How will you manage? You don't even know how to cook. How do you eat? How do you do this? And a few months later, she came here for the first time and she saw the country and she loved it. And she understood how much safe it is to live here.
That's very true. Tell us how the first few weeks, even months, maybe first year or 2 was for you settling into the UAE. And you came and you were working in Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi,
So what was that like?
I worked in the beginning with Abu Dhabi Media Company. And I was scared. I was scared. Like, I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to deal with others.
So were you living off takeout or?
No, I learned, but it doesn't taste any.
It wasn't mom's cooking.
Yeah, of course. Back home, I was very talkative.
Okay.
I'm very friendly and I know how to make friends. When I came here first, I was scared or maybe shy. Not because I don't want to talk to others or something, but as Tunisian, our mother language is Arabic.
Right.
Second language is French. We do study English, but still, it's a language. If you don't practice it, you lose it.
Lose it, absolutely.
So I was always having that fear. Maybe I will say it wrong. Maybe it's not correct. Maybe they will not get me. So I always keep a step back. No, I will talk to Arabs only.
Right.
No other people. And they're like, but I have the chance to meet other people, other nationality, other background.
The UAE is a melting pot.
Everyone's
here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And if I don't talk correct English or perfect English or anything, I mean, I know another language.
Absolutely.
So I'm doing an effort to connect with you.
Absolutely. Us English speakers just speak English and that's it.
Yeah.
You've got Arabic, French, and some English. You're doing fine.
So I'm just, I found it a way to connect, to make new step in life. And yeah, it went well.
Wonderful. So this was, in 2007. Let's bring this forward. Anybody in Tunisia potentially watching this podcast today, would you encourage them to take the same step?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm not only Tunisian. Whoever want to start a new journey, who want to believe they have a beginning somewhere in the world, not only in Dubai, of course, I encourage them to follow the dream and live it.
Wonderful. But I'm sure it wasn't all rosy. What were some of the challenges?
Professional-wise, I didn't face a lot, really, honestly. I was lucky enough to work with two big companies in the country. I worked with Abu Dhabi Media, and currently I'm working with Dubai Media Incorporated. In between, I worked in an agency, which is Say.Africa Media, one of the biggest also. Personally, yes, I had some challenges. Challenges in terms of Arab-African. So back 2007, some of the Arab asking me, you speak Arabic? It's like, oh, we thought you speak French in Tunis. It's like, no, we do speak both, but our language is Arabic. Then for the non-Arabs or Western or whoever ask me, where are you from? And I say, Tunisia. It's like, Indonesia? No, Tunisia, North Africa. Oh, Morocco. Okay. We are not the same, but yeah, our neighbors. Some go to the map and check. Where is Tunisia? And this tiny country is yours? Oh, well, it looks tiny because we are between Algeria and Libya, which are
it's relative
biggest country of the continent.
Right.
But we are not tiny. We are 163,000 kilometers square, which is bigger than England. Have you ever heard England is small, tiny country?
That's a great response.
So I had I had to explain many things. And this is what I was working on during the years over social media, and meeting people and talking about it.
Wonderful. Since you came and now, have you seen a surge of more Tunisians in the UAE?
Yes, it's growing. The community is growing, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Now, what did you learn from dealing with some of these challenges, i.e. people not understanding truly where you're from, perhaps pigeonholing you into their sort of ideals of, where you're from? You're alone. You're still trying to navigate. You're not very confident in your English speaking. You're working for, a huge company. You're in Abu Dhabi, the capital. How did dealing with these challenges, what were the lessons?
I told you I'm a strong personality. This is something I was born with. Maybe my mom got me this on the DNA. But I learned, I always thought that we are lucky in Tunis because we all speak the same language. We have the same background, same celebration. everything is the same. So we are almost same religion also. Coming here and discovering all these people, all these backgrounds, each person I met is a lesson. I've never been before. I mean, I never celebrated Diwali.
Right.
It was my first time having curry. So I enjoy every moment, and I enjoy meeting others and knowing about others. Some of the funny story that happens to me, I have a Korean friend. And, in Korea, they don't hug much. Oh, they don't hug at all, maybe.
They're not very affectionate, the Asians.
So I was with meeting friends, Tunisian friend in Expo. And the moment I entered the room, she was with me, and I said Aslama, which is hi in Tunisian language. And then the other girl, she's like, are you Tunisian? I said, yes. And she started hugging me and kissing me. I said, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. And my friend Tashima, she's like, oh my God, you don't even know her name. How do you kiss her? Welcome to our world.
Absolutely.
So you start learning how to deal with others.
Right.
You start knowing differences, things that we can do it and it's not accepted in other culture.
Right.
And also the way back.
Tolerances. Absolutely. That is one thing that I must say that I was also enlightened to hear, I don't know what the number count is here, but I think the last time I checked, we're over 200 different nationalities.
Exactly.
So yeah, everybody's here. That's what I say. If not here permanently, i.e. Living and working here, on transit or on holiday. So you were working in Abu Dhabi. Tell us what that was like and why the move then to Dubai.
Abu Dhabi looks more like Tunisia.
Mm-hmm.
It's calm, it's familiar, it's friendly,
right,
quiet. So I enjoy working at the beach. This is the thing that related to my home country.
That's not very bad.
Yeah, I love it. I still, till now, I tell them I feel home. Right. Every weekend I'm in Abu Dhabi. Everyone knows that. Yes, I love Abu Dhabi. But after my cancer journey, I was not comfortable being close to the hospital. Every road will remind me something. Every place will remind me something. And mentally, I was not comfortable staying there. So I decided I'm moving out. Maybe to a different country or going back home. I was not sure. Because 2018, I almost was working from home.
Okay.
So I went back home and I stayed in Tunis for a while. And I got an offer without applying. I was like, alhamdulillah. I got an offer to Dubai. So it looks like a different country. Everything is different. The roads are different. The vibes are different.
Absolutely.
So I said, why not? That's a sign. And let's move.
What advice would you have for not just Tunisians, but other Africans looking to perhaps pursue career in the UAE or business?
I believe UAE is open for everyone. It's the land of opportunity. Mm-hmm. So if you want to grow a business or start a career, this is the place to be. I believe more that if you get a chance, just try it. Don't think a lot. What if?
Right.
That what if start the struggle. Just try one step further, and then you will grow. Even for families, this is the safest place on earth. It's in terms of safety, in terms of health system, right. In terms of way of living. This is the place. So whoever, because we always struggle in the beginning, like maybe I'll go there and it doesn't work out for
right.
me.
That's always, it's a natural concern.
Yeah, so just try it. It doesn't work, but what if it
does work? Wonderful. Now, how has the UAE impacted you personally and professionally?
Mashallah, every month in UAE and Dubai especially, there is a big event. And I'm lucky that I'm working, covering all these events, right, and being a part of it. Definitely Expo experience is the highlight of my career.
No, the Expo was incredible. I think the
still
whole
missing
country
there.
was sad.
I can't get
when
over
it came
Expo
to
until
an end.
now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and personally, of course, publishing my book
Right.
is a pride, and I always say I was born in Tunis, but born again in Dubai.
That is
Because,
such a great saying.
Alhamdulillah, God gave me a second chance here, second life here. I survived stage 4, so that was not easy, and I consider here the place that I'm living again.
Amazing. So take us back now to that moment you had that you were diagnosed. What was that like?
I didn't have any feeling. The moment the doctor told me that, was, do I have cancer, or you think I have cancer? He said, it's there, but we're not sure exactly where. So we have to go through a lot. And the day it was confirmed, the whole thing, how to tell mom, and do I have to tell her?
Mm-hmm.
That was the struggle. Until I decided, not now, let's see how it will work. And a week later on, I had to get my first chemo.
That soon? Huh?
Yeah, it was so aggressive. He told me, we don't have much time.
Mm.
And I said, okay, I'm ready. Take it out. I've been in Khalifa Hospital in Abu Dhabi. And I told mom, there's no more video call in UAE. They stopped it. They banned it. So she doesn't have to see me every day in the hospital. Because mom, she's not a person who say, hi, how are you? She will ask, what did you wear? What did you eat? Where did you go? Who did you meet? A lot of story, a lot of lies. I'm sorry. She still doesn't know, by the way. But I was lying every day. But I didn't have an option. I didn't want to risk my mom's health.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
It's a very selfless decision to take, and one that requires a lot of strength. Who did you then share it with? Who do you lean on?
Well, I had a friends meeting coming to visit me. In the beginning, colleagues, connections. And then 9 months in the hospital is not a short time.
Not at all.
And I'm not expecting everyone to come to visit me every day. So I start talking to everyone in the hospital and going to the rooms and asking about their health. Even doctors ask me sometimes to meet new joining and talk to them and advise them. I told you I was talkative. I'm a speaker.
That didn't stop you, huh? Cancer didn't stop you.
Yeah, and then even connections start disappearing. But other came to my life, and alhamdulillah, it went well.
Amazing. How long was this journey?
9 months.
It was 9 months. What were the lowest of lows like?
Lowest, I start hating the white color. I don't want to see a doctor, a nurse, a bed, anything white. I start hating that color. And I just want to remove the PICC line and run away. And I keep saying that to my doctor. And he's like, it's okay. If you break that, we'll have to put another one. Yeah, but the thing, whenever I get down, like moral or mentally, my immunity system stop working.
Of course.
You know, so I discovered that our body are very, very smart.
Yeah.
And this is what I start that journey. And I talk to myself. And I literally do, like talking to the mirror and, okay, you need time? I'll give you time. Just get out of here. with the less damage possible. And this is the story. I mean, this is the lowest. The day I lost my hair for like 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 rounds of chemo, it started getting very little.
Right.
And one day I had a heart attack and I was put in the ICU for 3 days. So after getting back to the normal room and I saw myself for the first time on the mirror, I had that drama moment. I looked like a cancer patient. That was the first time. No eyebrow, no lashes, no hair, no nothing. And the beginning, there was a nurse called Helen. And she kept on telling me, let me remove it. Let me shave it. It's depressing to see your hair falling down. I told her, do you think it's not depressing to see myself bald? I don't know. I'm not removing it. Let it be. That day, after crying ever, I called Helen and I'm ready. Let's take it out. And she shaved it and I took a video and put it on social media.
I saw the video you shared with me. That was very brave.
Yeah, that was a moment.
That was very brave. Are you still in touch with any of the other cancer survivors?
Of course, yes. Yeah. Yes. And it's my way to give back to the country who healed me. We do the meetup. I do visit my doctor even when he told me this is becoming a history after finishing my 5 years of remission, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And the whole team at Abu Dhabi Khalifa Hospital, city hospital, from Jürgen Christensen, Dr. Fatma Al-Ka'bi, Dr. Mohammed Abu Haliqa, all of them, I can never be thankful enough.
I'm sure. And how do you think you came out the other side, i.e., do you feel that you've changed?
I did.
How does cancer change a person?
Cancer changed my way of thinking, changed my way of looking at
How so?
At others. Every day, I look to the sun. It's like, I have another option, other chance, other day to live. Everything is not important as before because you never know. It's just a moment, and it can be gone.
Absolutely.
Every time I hear some friend or colleague or family member talking about if their familial issue, money issue, whatever it is, it's like, your health is okay, so you are okay. Everything else will
will work itself out, right? I couldn't agree more. So you said that you are still in touch with the community here. You go and see the doctors. But what about back home? Are you doing anything in terms of a way to give back to cancer community or just health in general?
Honestly, no, because I only go there for vacation.
Okay.
So the time is too tight. But I do this online.
Okay.
Whenever it is the Pink October or any other event, I can participate online. Yes, I do.
Okay. And what message do you have for anyone who's potentially currently battling cancer?
See, if 1,000% tells you every day, be brave, be strong, you will survive it, any other message will not be efficient more than it comes from you. So I'm telling you, just talk to yourself. This is a journey. And to reach out or to reach the other side healthy, just give yourself time, support yourself. Doesn't matter who is around you, doesn't matter who is with you, doesn't matter what the doctor said. It matters that you are with yourself. You are supporting yourself. You might feel weak. You might feel pained. You might feel struggling to accept your new face because it changed a lot. But it's okay. If this is the price you have to pay for your life, then just give it some time.
Okay, thanks for that. And what message do you have for families or friends or colleagues or community that wants to support somebody going through cancer?
The cancer patient know very well what's going on inside. Know very well what it looks like to be a cancer patient. So he doesn't want a reminder every single day. Eat this, don't eat that, do this, don't do that. No, he doesn't want those kind. He doesn't want to feel that he is in a cage and you are so protective about him that he will break anytime. He just wants, I'm with you. Whatever happened, whatever the result, I'm with you. And you can rely on me. And this is all what the cancer need. And this is the family themselves, they need support, of course, but this is what he wants to know. And that whatever happened, you will be there for him. Something else, it's called, I don't know how, if it is in English, you face the same issue or not, but in Arabic, they never say cancer. They call it everything, but not the name. So to accept the medicine or you need to accept the issue.
Right.
And to accept the issue, you need to call it by the name. It's called cancer. It doesn't have another name, that or this or the disease or whatever. It's called like this. Just accept it.
Yeah, I feel people go around the term because one is the stigma, the unknown. It's so heavy, and also maybe not fully accepting. But no, thanks for sharing that. So 5 years, you're in remission. How's your health today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I survived.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Are you doing anything from a health perspective today that you perhaps weren't doing 5 years ago?
The funny thing that I was healthy 5 years ago. So, but I've never asked why me or why it happened while I'm healthy. I'm doing something different for myself. It's not healthy tips or something, but it's mental health. I'm caring a lot about my mental health this period of time. Like from the beginning until now, it took me a lot to accept, because after cancer, I gained a lot of weight, more than 30 kgs.
Is that due to treatment?
Yes. The last round was not IV, it was pills, which made me gain weight. So after that, I didn't accept myself. Like the issues of the cancer was maybe nothing before, after the changes. People think that it's just a button on and off. People said, okay, cancer is over, just take care of yourself. Why you look like this? And I had trouble adjusting, explaining why I gain weight, why I'm like this, I'm like this. I stopped going up. I stopped taking pictures. I didn't want to go shopping because my size is changing almost every 2 to 3 weeks. And
for a woman, that's tough.
That was tough. And I started going back home Thursday and go back again out Sunday for work. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything, even in the house. I'm just lying down, doing nothing. I don't want to meet people. I don't want even to look to myself. And one time, I looked to my body. A lot of changes. A lot of scar. Like, I went through a lot. And I had a chance to stay alive until now. It was stage 4. So basically, I'm gone. And you're talking about sizes, and you're not S anymore, and you are 16. That's stupid. Like, okay, but I think I'm going through depression now. So the next day I went to a doctor and I was like, I think I'm having some mental issue and I need someone to help me. I don't know what to do. I knew there is a problem, but how to go out from that I needed a help and I asked for it. And this is also, again, another message. Whenever you feel you need help, whenever you feel you are in a situation that you cannot face by yourself, just ask for help. It's easy. It's nothing wrong on it, right?
People are there. Help is there. We just have to ask.
Exactly. So, and it took me after that. I went to meditation, yoga, healing, to just start accepting the new me. And after accepting the new me, my body start going back to I'm still not S anymore. And it's okay.
Yeah, what a story. I mean, I'm still just taking it all in. And to see just your spirit, you're so warm and happy and light. It's incredible. Anything that you're currently working on that you would like to share? I know you've written a book. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
The book was not supposed to be a book. During the stay in the hospital, I told you people didn't come to visit as much as before. And staying 24 hours in a hospital linked to a big line. I'm just waiting for the cleaner to come to just have a little chit-chat. In the morning, only the doctor is coming for a little chit-chat. So I start writing down. And writing is my daily routine. Right. I'm a journalist anyway. So I was writing what's going on the day, what I miss back home. I miss my little small town next to the beach. What's my plan, what I will do later after this, and all that thing. So, and what, it was like the energy, I'm taking it out in a paper.
Okay.
So it was not meant to be a book, just one.
So you were journaling?
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the end of the summer, I went back for the PET scan at September. I traveled a lot during that summer, just not to be home, because I went back home and mom saw me for the first time bald. And it was a shock. Because before going, I told her there is something in my skin, an issue, and I had to take off my hair. And the day she saw me, I was wearing a wig. And she forced me to keep wearing it, not the neighbor to see me bald. They might think you have an issue. To say, for example, I have cancer. Oh my God, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Or just imagine how she will react if I told her the news.
Of course.
So she was doing for me mask, like all kind of mask.
Traditional remedies to get the hair growing.
And during that 8 weeks, the doctor told me not to smell anything strong, even not bakhur or any cleaning or chlor or whatever.
Right.
And she was putting everything on my head, and I cannot take it. And if I tell her no, she feels upset. I called my brother. It's like, I'm coming to Italy. I cannot stay here. So we went. We did the Europe tour and then back to Dubai, did the PET scan, alhamdulillah. It was a remission. And then I closed that. I said, "Khalas, it's done. I got the email I wanted, and I think this is a stage of life," and I put it in the drawer. After that, it was my first post on social media with a bald hair.
Okay.
During the 9 months, I was always on social media. I've never posted my face, yes, but I always posted almost every day. And sometimes I just write them. I didn't post a selfie in a while, but I promise I'm still beautiful. So.
But are you posting about your journey online?
No. No one knows.
Nobody knows.
No. If it is any social event, any political issue, I want to talk.
You're just active and engaging online.
Anything. Okay. Just even the good morning songs, whatever.
Okay.
When they saw me, it's like, oh my God, you're crazy. What did you do? It's just, and I said, I went through this. When? You've been here all the time. I just protected myself. I didn't want everyone asking, oh, what happened today? What the doctor said? And it's not always happy results. So I didn't want all this struggle answering everyone. And someone might go and tell my mom. I didn't want that. Something else on social media, which is really painful. Whenever someone passed away or someone is sick, I always see post kind of a screenshot of the last conversation. Or it's like people waiting for such news to share. I didn't want to go through this. The moment I posted and I got tons of inboxes and all that. And while I was sharing some ideas and all about the journey, by maybe 2 to 3 months, I started receiving messages and stop talking about this. Yeah, it's an experience you had. Alhamdulillah, you're fine, and that's it. Don't talk about it. So I didn't want people to link me to something negative because I am a joyful person.
As you can see.
So I did another page on Instagram and I didn't even put my name on it. And I called it, It Was Strong, I Was Stronger. That was the idea. And I started posting the same. And after that, I started putting some, from whatever I wrote, the paper. Whatever. It's not a book yet. Yes. So I started putting some of the extract. And I got people asking, my wife is sick and she's not able to accept. My mom is a survivor, but she's not feeling well yet. How do we do? So I felt I'm that person. During my journey, I was looking to survivor stories. I am that person. And it's like, when someone is going through a very, very hard time and he just wants that light. It's like, okay, I'm doing something good and people are really interested and I'm just giving back something positive.
There's a need.
And one day, a publisher contacted me and he said, I want to see the food. Whatever you wrote. He said,
incredible.
I told him, okay, well, I'm not the only survivor. It's like, I didn't have that in head. It's like, I told him, okay, let me think. Few weeks later, I was not very happy going to work that day. I was less motivated that day. Like, I called my boss. I told her, listen, can I take the day off? He said, okay, for sure. I'm blessed also with my bosses. They are so friendly.
Very understanding. And
yes. Are you okay? So I'm okay. I just don't feel like working today. I called that guy. I told him, the offer is valid. He said, anytime. Okay, I'm coming now. And I gave
the publisher was here?
Yes.
Amazing.
I gave him the book. And he said, there is no title. Oh, you know what? Let's do It Was Strong, I Was Strong. So the page name was the book name. And yeah, that started. And he called me the next day. He said, I've been here for 12 years doing the same job. It's the first time I get something and I finish it the same day. So, yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And share with me a little bit about, from a work perspective, so you were not working during those 9 months?
No, I was working.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. I was working online.
Okay.
And again, my boss told me, don't push yourself.
Okay.
If you feel able to do it, do it. As like, just not to sit doing nothing. If you feel not able to do it, don't do it. But I was working. My salary was working. Even the 2018, I told you, almost it was outside the country. Yeah. But still, they were very comprehensive about it and very understanding.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know if many places in the world would accommodate that, but that's incredible. Okay. And now since that journey, do you feel that your career has stalled, stagnated, or developed even further? Where are you from a career perspective?
Okay, let me tell you something. In 1997, I think, that was the first time in Tunisia we had the satellite in my home in Tunisia, not in Tunisia. The first TV channel was Dubai TV, and it was written in Arabic. It's like, where is this Dabi? I didn't even know how to pronounce it. Dabi. I don't know. It was Mudhish, the summer festival.
Okay.
And they were giving prizes on the street. Oh my God, they're giving away gifts in the street. Where's this place? I want to go there. And once the lady, she said Dubai, I was going to look, where's Dubai? I know Abu Dhabi. I know all the country capitals, but Dubai is first time. And that day I said, I'm going to Dubai. I will work in Dubai.
Incredible.
After all this journey, sometimes you get some bad morning or less productive morning. But the moment when I'm driving and I see the Dubai skyline, I'm like, Fatma, this is what you dreamt, and you are living it.
And you're living it.
So I'm just enjoying every single thing. During my career, of course, alhamdulillah, I'm blessed with the career. But after cancer, it's even more better.
How so?
Okay, I moved from Abu Dhabi media company, from the as a writer, a journalist, reporter. I did the US Arab Radio as a presenter. It was always the newsroom.
Okay.
It's like always wars, all the politician, economy. I worked with Reuters for a while. Moving to Dubai, I work for Dubai Post.
Okay.
And Dubai Post is a digital platform, Dubai media company, and we tell story.
Okay.
So telling story, and we always say we see the positive side of every story.
Okay.
So I think, or I feel that thing made me even growing, made me happier, made me...
Well, for sure. I mean, telling, more positive human stories compared to war stories.
Yeah, you don't feel you're the only one.
Yes,
you feel there is always a way to be more successful and happier, healthier. There is always someone telling you that, yes, you can do that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So Say.Africa is the go-to podcast for inspiration and insights from the African success stories in the UAE. So Fatma, what's your final message to the African community?
Well, what I want to say to Africans all over the world, it's good to know ourselves first. Doesn't matter what others say about us. It does matter sometimes, but most important that we know ourselves first and then each other first. You know that the first name of the continent is Al-Kebulan?
Tell us more.
Yeah, Al-Kebulan means the mother of humanity.
Yeah.
So our continent is the mother of humanity.
Yep.
But very few knows that.
That's right.
And very few celebrate that.
That's right.
If you check the map, the word map, you will find Africa less sized than the others. But in terms of numbers, Africa is 30 million billion, not even million, 30 billion square kilometer.
That's right. I mean, that's been manipulated.
Yeah, so if you go to Europe, it's 10 billion. China is 9.5. America is 9 point something also.
But you wouldn't tell by looking at it on a map, would you?
But Africa is 3 of them together.
Correct.
Yeah, but this is what the message is. So just know yourself, know your country, know your continent, and then you can shine everywhere you want.
What a powerful message. You've heard it here from Fatma. Now on to our rapid fire questions. Given the journey that you've been through, Fatma, what would you say is your purpose of life? How would you define your purpose of life?
Be me. I want to be me. And this is what I'm trying to do on life, social media, with everyone around me. I don't want to pretend being someone else. I don't want to pretend, or I don't want to be someone I don't want to, because others want me to be, or because the society wants me to be, or because the trend wants me to be. Just want to be me and be happy.
Me. Be me. What about the best advice you've ever heard?
Love yourself. Love yourself. And he was Uncle Lotfi. He's the father of my friend.
Okay.
And this family, I also have to tell their story, because I will always be grateful and thankful for them. Those people I've never met, and I don't know them. They are Tunisian. They heard somehow that there is a Tunisian woman in the hospital doing the chemotherapy. And if someone can go and visit her. The day she came, Auntie Najia, with her daughter.
Right.
And since then, they never left me.
Incredible.
Never left me. 9 months in the hospital, I've never tested the food of the hospital, because Auntie Najia is doing the food for me.
Incredible.
So between the sessions, I can get like a week off. They tell me, don't go home and stay alone. You come to us. So I've been with them. It was Ramadan time, I remember, and I'm missing mom a lot.
Right.
And I'm not able to call her. So Uncle told me, you are in a stage of your life to love yourself only. Don't think of anyone. Surround yourself with your love for yourself.
Right.
I was like, how can I love myself? I'm in pain. He told me, it's your journey, and you cannot love anyone around you if you don't love yourself. And you cannot give to anyone if you don't give to yourself first. So I really, really appreciate that advice, and I'm still saying it everywhere.
Wise words, Uncle Lutfi, you say?
Yes.
Wise words. $1 million or 1 million fans? What would you
Dollars, of
choose?
course.
$1 million, wonderful. Spicy food or sweet tooth?
I'm a foodie, so
Both.
I can mix.
Wonderful. And one definition of happiness?
I can define that. Happiness is the feeling of safety, the feeling of being around people you love and care for. And happiness is your choice to live the day the way it is. And happiness not to say, let it be tomorrow, because there is no tomorrow sure for anyone.
Wonderful. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions. You've got to guess which African country this is. So this African country has a strong education system with literacy rates over 80%.
Tunisia.
One more question. This African country ranks 3rd in the world for olive oil production.
Tunisia.
Well done. Now, can you name the country that would best be suited for this slogan? Impossible is nothing.
UAE.
UAE, Fatma, thank you so much for being a guest on Say Africa. It's been such a joy. And I hope that all our listeners have enjoyed this show. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. And let's shine. Say Africa.
Say Africa.
I always advise Africans whenever I employ them or wherever I meet them where they're working to try as much as they can to elevate themselves in terms of training, not to stay in the same level for long. because that is the mistake which they always do. After we get a job, we get comfortable.